There I was, just sitting in my home, and then I am so busy. How am I even gonna find the time to... I managed to find some time, so let's begin. Listen to the entire thing of Epic the Musical, some car troubles, and the friend absolutely spazzing out. Now you may be wondering, why are we tripping out over a trip to the Black Hills? Well, obviously beside... It's because the boys and I, two of us, live right next to each other. We both lived 4 hours away. The other guy we were riding with lived 10 hours away. So yeah, it can be a little tricky trying to get that to line up. So we finally made it to after the Sturgis rally, so there are still plenty of bikers, so that's kind of impressive. And we go to the Walmart there, and I see my buddy assault a card reader. Then, after that little incident, we ate at the pizza mill. Since it was still Sturgis, or after Sturgis, there were still a bunch of bikers, so that was packed, but they ended up actually giving us pretty fast service. 10 out of 10 would go there. We ended up exploring around after we pitched a tent, and like I said in this video, it's a free tetanus shot waiting to happen. That's right. There was so many rusty things that, you know, you would scream tetanus shot. After us pitching the tent, we decided to hit the road, and yeah, we managed to get about a couple solid hours of riding until it got a little too dark for comfort, and this area was full of dust. I don't think the mountains got rain for easily 5 days, so it was all dust and nothing was sticking to the ground. There were areas where I could only see the headlights of people, so that was kind of sketchy.
There, that gives us enough.
When it came morning, the boys decided to make some delicious pancakes on the Blackstone, and after taking a joint of that, we ended up getting ready for another day of riding. And yes, that is the blue one that I rode. Out in the mountains, there are constant gates and all that stuff that you aren't allowed to go into. You just need to open it up yourself and close it yourself to make sure that the cattle don't get out. And always appreciate the guy that does it for you.
Let me in.
After that, we went on some trails and we met some horse riders, which flipped us off and told us to go the other direction. Which we did. And we went into a logging operation, and one of the boys somehow managed to tip it. No one was hurt though. And then it was lunchtime for us. We decided to do another lunch and clean up. We go and fuel up, and we realize we are dirty. Like, every time we move, dust falls off us dirty. We ended up going to several log areas, and we ended up going to this one since they had the best deals. Shout out to Beaver Lake Campground. After cleaning up, we decided to eat, and we traveled around and found this cool spot. Each one of those stones are quartz. When we woke up the next morning, we decided to take down the tent because this place was starting to bore us. While we were moving around, we had our walkie-talkie, so it was easier to communicate between areas, and we actually had some very nice views. There's some areas we got to eat. This place was extremely expensive, and they tried to set up a GoPro. The battery's dead, and we were right next to the silica mines to get ready. We visited some fire watch areas. This was Flag Mountain. Absolutely beautiful view. These are just a bunch of pictures of Flag Mountain. And they saw this hole. They really wanted to go there. This is the view from it. After that scenic view, we went back onto the trails. And where my locator was dead set on trying to find a mine. Got distracted and did some man activities. Man. even more man activities. Man. Getting serenaded by one of the boys was definitely not on my bingo card during this trip, but here we are. Then we went traveling to an area called the Sugar Shack. This is where me and the boys went to eat lunch after getting absolutely pelted with rain. On the way back home, we had a little bit of a problem. Fuel. Set up camp near the Silica Mines, which is a internet dead zone, and we were getting ready for bed. We ended up watching Rush Hour since one of the guys somehow had internet. In the morning, we had Apple Crisp, absolutely amazing. Then we disassembled the tent to get ready to go back home. But first, we took a slight detour into Flags and Wheels, which was an absolutely good place to race. The stuff was a little bit underwhelming, but it was still a really good race. After that, the homies kissed themselves goodbye, and then we were on the road back home again. On the way home, totally nothing weird happened. We made it back home safely. See you next time.